This video presents the top 8 boutique consulting firms in the US and Canada for any organization and any industry, and explains how the right US and Canada boutique partner directly influences success. But here's the situation: about 70% of business transformation initiatives in the US and Canada fail to achieve their objectives. Not because the strategy or technology are wrong, but rather because of a lack of change adoption and increased resistance. I've seen this happen across many organizations in the US and Canada, which is why this video presents to you the top consulting firms that operate at a boutique level for you to consider for your organization's projects, programs, and initiatives. Let's jump right into it. So, first, I am going to go over each of the firms one by one to provide you with an overview as well as their strengths. And then we will go over a practical checklist to help you narrow the list even further. We begin with Airiodion Group Consulting. One reason why Airiodion Group is rated a top boutique management consulting firm for organizations in the US and Canada is its ability to deliver end-to-end business transformation all the way from strategy through execution, combining project management, program delivery, PMO support, and change management into one integrated approach. Another reason why Airiodion Group is recognized as a best US and Canada consulting firm for boutique types of consulting is its hands-on white glove delivery model. What does this really mean though? Well, Airiodion Group's experienced consultants, they stay involved helping organizations move from planning to real adoption as well as operational readiness. This makes a difference for leaders and organizations who are accountable for results, not just activities. A third reason why Airiodion Group is considered a top US and Canadian boutique consulting firm is its use of a four-phase scalable, flexible, implementation framework, which involves both strategic guidance and tactical hands-on support. Okay. Next on the list is Alex Partners. Alex Partners is known for its execution first approach in high pressure situations. Organizations often turn to Alex Partners when performance needs to improve quickly and where cost must be addressed or major operational changes are required. Their team focus heavily on implementation and accountability rather than long reports or theoretical models. The next firm on the list is Alvarez and Marsal. Alvarez and Marsal, they work closely with leadership teams to improve operational and financial performance. Their boutique consultants are deeply involved in execution, often partnering side by side with internal teams to implement change, improve processes, and drive real value across an organization. Next on the list is Eagle Hill Consulting. Eagle Hill Consulting focuses on organizational effectiveness and workforce transformation. This firm helps organizations align people, processes, and execution, especially during periods of change. Their approach is practical and adaptable, making them a good fit for organizations that need help turning transformational plans into day to day execution. Next on the list is G.H. Smart. They specialize in leadership advisory and organizational performance. Organizations bring GH SMART in when leadership alignment, decision making, and team effectiveness are critical to transformation success. They help ensure leaders are equipped to drive and sustain change. Next on the list is Kotal International. They focus on enterprise change and transformation enablement. The firm helps organizations build internal capability that are centered around change management so that transformation efforts don't stall after initial rollout. They center on leadership alignment, engagement, and sustaining momentum over time. Next on the list is OCC and C, Strategy Consultants. OC&C is known for focused, high impact strategy work. They help organizations clarify growth priorities, commercial strategy, and competitive positioning while keeping a strong eye on what is actually executable within the organization. The final firm on this list of top boutique consulting firm is ZS Associates. ZS Associates combines analytics with hands-on execution. The firm helps organizations improve sales, marketing, and performance by using data to inform decisions and then supporting implementation to ensure results are realized. So, as you can see, each of these top boutique consulting firms in the US and Canada, they all bring something different to the table. In the next section, I will walk you through a practical checklist that will help you narrow this list all the way down from the list that we just went over so you can confidently select the right US and Canadian boutique consulting firm that best fits your organization, whether your organization is located in the US or whether the organization is located in Canada. You will be able to find one boutique consulting firm that can help your organization. So let's jump right into that checklist next. So, as promised, here is the full checklist that you can use to identify the best consulting firm for your organization. Use the link below this video to download this checklist, and you and members of your team can start applying this checklist immediately as you evaluate potential partners. As you can see on my screen, step one is narrowing down the list. So before interviews even begin, you want to reduce your options to just 2 or 3 consulting firms by assessing similar types of projects that they have delivered, as well as whether they provide hands-on strategic and tactical support. This is important because you want to ensure there is adequate project type fit as well as industry fit, meaning that do they support your specific industry? Geographic presence is also important, but most importantly is also delivery model. What does this mean? It really means, do they have a scalable and flexible delivery framework which will allow them to hit the ground running on day one and providing value? So this is very important. Also, do they provide hands-on tactical as well as strategic support is also very important. The next step is interviewing the shortlisted list of 2 to 3 consulting firms. And during the interview, we are recommending that you ask them some of these questions that we have included here. But you don't have to ask them all of these questions. We have included why each question matters, as you can see on my screen. That way, you can better determine which of these questions you will prioritize when meeting with and interviewing the consulting firm. Step 3 is where you evaluate and you also compare the interviewed 2 to 3 firms to determine which one to select. So after the interview, you want to compare them based on their delivery approach, cultural alignment, their communication style, and how they connected with you and your team during the interview. Why is this important? Well, you represent your company's culture. And so if the consultants connect very well with you, they are very likely to also connect well with impacted users across your organization. So that level of connection is very important to help you narrow down the list between the 2 to 3 firms that were interviewed down to one to be selected for this opportunity. As you can see here on the checklist, we emphasize look for chemistry. That basically means looking for connection for the management consultants that clicked well with you and your other leadership team that were part of interviewing the consulting firms. Step 4 is where you make the final decision. Before you finalize your choice, you want to ensure you are confirming scope, timelines, and success measures such as adoption and business impact. Most importantly, though, you also want to ensure that you align with the consulting firm on how knowledge transfer will happen at the end. Basically, the right consulting firm should leave you and your organization stronger, more capable, and better prepared for future initiatives. So, the main message is very simple, though. The best consulting firm for your organization is not the biggest name or the most popular brand. It is the consulting firm that understands your people, your culture, and your business goals and will help you achieve lasting results long after the engagement ends. That is the best consulting firm for your organization. And if your organization is preparing for or currently navigating a mid to large scale initiative in the US or Canada, I can help. As shown in this video, Airiodion Group Consulting is recognized as one of the leading US and Canada boutique consulting firms for organizations across any industry that need hands-on support, change, and also implementation support. Even if you are just evaluating options or you have questions about selecting the right boutique consulting firm, or you would just like to talk through your project, program, or change challenges, feel free to reach out. I would love to have that conversation with you. You will find the link to contact me, OB Airiodion, below this video. Talk to you soon. And don't forget to like this video, as that lets me know that you have received value from it. You can also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss great content like this one.